Welcome to Research Technique Series. Research scholars, please note each research problem, whether medical, engineering, natural sciences, social sciences, including economical, human behavior, and psychological. They are all unique in nature. Each problem needs to be handled and analyzed with specific methodology. Each technique which I am going to take is general in nature and should be used under expert advice if you are a beginner. Learn the techniques and use your expertise specific to your problem wherever required. Happy learning. Thank you. Sometimes we have very big data. Say I have data of 45 companies for 5 years net profit. I have downloaded for each company's data, say from NSE site or moneycontrol.com or any other yahoo.com, and this data is coming in this form. Then these companies, they have spent some money on certain expenditure, say advertisement or any other expenditure. I have got the data from this. Now I have also calculated the percentage of this expenditure on the net profit. Now this has been calculated. Now I have got this much big data, but I want to prepare this data for panel analysis or panel data regression. Sometimes we want to find out what is common in the data for each companies. Individually we can find out many things, but what is coming up common? So we use regressions, various types of regression, pooled regression, then panel regression, but I'm not going to discuss those things, but I'm going to discuss it here. We need to arrange the data, and if we are to arrange the data, we will have to cut, paste, and it will take lot of time. Now what I have done, I have prepared this in this form. Say my company is C1, 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 C2, C2. This I will also tell you how I have done it. This is very easy to do this, from converting these companies from C1, C1, C2 to C5. So like this I can convert it into C1, 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 and then year wise 2014, 2015, 2016, 17, 18. Now this data is horizontal. Now I want to put it in vertical, but if I put it in individuals, it will take lot of time. So what I will do, I will use macros. So that I within minutes, if I use this one by one, it may take even 1 hour, but I will have to finish it off in minutes to cut and paste. So I will use macros for this purpose. So what I am going to do, I am going to go to view and then go to macros. Just see on the macros, I will click on this. To move to a specific cell which you want during the macro recording, use relative references icon. Click on this and you will be able to go to a particular cell wherever you want to. Otherwise, this will go to the original cell from where you started. So you will have to press use relative references icon. Mark these cells, go to macros. We have already clicked on use relative references icon. Now start recording macro. Name this macro as paste or anything else. Say OK. Now copy these cells. Now recording has started. Copy these cells, go to second sheet, paste it vertically or as transpose, go and mark the next cell because we want to go to the next cell. Go to sheet 1 and mark the next cell in the next row. Stop recording. This is what we wanted. Now we will insert any shape, say any round shape or anything else. Right click on this assign macro. We have already created this paste. Assign this. Now we have to go to this cell. Just mark the cells. Click on these icons. See the second sheet. The data has been copied. Now cell has been marked, third row. Just mark it. We could have also used it in recording for copying, but we are not using it because sometimes we need not use all the cells, so we don't want to record the copy. Just click on this. Data has already been copied. Now we go to the next row. Now by this way you can go on recording, you can go on copying and pasting the cells. You can now this copying and pasting will not take more than this. This is a very simple technique which I have told you. You can use it for advanced things. Many a times you will have to use this for data analysis purpose, where you are going to use the same thing for bigger data. So in this way you can copy all the cells in the cells. Now see our sheet 2. All the recordings have been done. All the sheets have been done. So in this way you can use macros, and you can use this, and say you want to know my second this you can do it yourself. Now I want to do this one, so I want to do this, but at the same time I want that it should start pasting from this cell. So I will mark it here. And then I will use this icon. First I will copy. I can bring this one down here. I can move this down so that it may help me. I am going to down. I can click it further so that it will help me. I can get it down here. Okay, so there is no issue. So now let us see now. I am going to mark it here, but let us see now which cell it is showing. This first cell, first row, first cell. So I am just going to click it. It has copied. Now let us see the second row. It has copied. So many a times there is a big data which you can use it for transposing, for taking the values, for creating other things by using macros. Macros are very helpful in Excel. Now let us say I want to find out the growth rate of this. Now I will delete this macro which I have created. I will delete this also, this icon also, this press which button which I created, that I will delete it. Now I want that this macro, that also I want to delete it. I want to delete this macro. View macros, go to this, delete it. So now this macro has gone. Now I want to find out the compounded growth. Now compounded growth rate for all the data, this big data, I am going to find out the compounded growth rate with this data by log linear method. So what I'm going to do, say copy, I'm going to paste it here vertically, transport, and then I'm going to take log values ln equal to ln of this value. Okay, so this is there. Now I am going to drag it. This is my log values. I'm going to now take time 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I want to find out compound it. So I will go to data analysis. In data analysis, I will find out where the regression is. Go to regression, say my y output range is that log values, and my x will be my time values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will use my output here somewhere here only. I will not go to anywhere else, so I will put my this one here only. So this is my output. Now actually this coefficient x variables 0.16404, I will have to say this is my CAGR, compounded annual growth rate. Now whether it is significant or not, probability, it's probability, and then I can also write down R square, whether this R square is good for this or not. Then I can write the F value of this model. Now my CAGR is this one, equal to EXP, exponential term of this value, minus 1 into 100. So I am going to use it as percentage. So this is 17.5. Now probability of what is this? This is equal to my cell R21 equal to R21. So this is my probability significance value. Now in this case, this significance value is less than even 0.01. So I can say compounded growth rate is 1% significant. And R square is this. So I can write it here as 0.8 equal to 0.8 equal to 0.8. So this is there. And then this one F I can write it here, significance of F. I can write it F value here. So this is coming as R15 equal to R15. Now there's so many decimals, it does not look good. When you write a report, it does not look good. So just convert into up to 2 decimals. Format cells number up to 2 decimals. Now this will be okay for you. Now because so many data is there, so many are there, time and again you will have to copy it somewhere. What we will do, we will create another sheet and we will name this sheet as say table, and I am going to just create another table for companies. Say these are my companies, 45 companies, for which I am going to calculate the compounded growth rates. So here this compounded growth rate, these are the table headings. Copy. Just going to paste it here. Now this is going to be our table. and we are going to record all the CAGRs, probability, R square, F in one sheet from here. So this copying and pasting will be under your macros. We will just mark these cells, but here on this table we have already marked this cell sheet. So we will go to macro. First, use relative reference cell we have already recorded. We will record the macro and we will name it as, say, paste 2. Anything you can name, there is no hard and fast rule. So we'll just copy this. Now this is being recorded. We are going to paste it, and this one, next cell, it is coming, and we want that it should go back to this cell, and then we will stop recording, or we want that it should come to this cell also, so that it should come back to this cell. We'll stop recording, and now we will create a button, press button, for our Mac. Say this is our press button, this is our shape. We will assign macro to this, macro, assign macro. We have now assigned this paste 2. We'll say OK. And now let us see whether it works or not. We will go to the second company, copy, paste, transpose, go to data, data analysis, regression. The values are same, it's not going to change. Everything is same, but it will ask you overwriting it, yes. And now these are new values, and we will say and press. Now let us see whether the values have been, yes, it has been copied under company 2. Let us see company 3 now. Company 3 now, just copy, paste, transpose, go to data analysis, regression, say OK, overwrite it, and this one, press button, whether it goes the value there, yes, it has been pasted. Now we will go to company 4, copy, paste, transpose, go to data, data analysis, regression, same values, and overwrite. So now these values should be copied and pasted. Now I can record a regression part also in macro, but sometimes we don't want to use all the values. Sometimes we want to use lesser values, or available data is less, so we don't use regression part in macros. So these tables have been created. Now you can use this table, and you can use this to appear nicely, look nice. So numbers, decimals should be 2, so it will look nice. Now by comparing this, you can compare by seeing this table, you can compare the compounded growth rates. You can see whether they are significant or not, whether they are good or not, model is good or not. Now see, for companies company 3. Compounded growth rate is hardly 0.47, but it is not significant at all. R square is 0, F is 0. So you can see compare the compounded growth rate, and by using this macros, you can save lot of time. You can copy, paste, create new tables. You can work with the data, and you can do lot of work with these macros. They will save lot of time when the data is large and big data. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Happy learning. Thank you. You may submit your research work at Journal of Global Economy, rcssindia.org. Your work is evaluated by peers with double-blind methodology. You will get comments for your work. Thank you.